Sherry and Leangoy here of SECKKA Empire Builders, and today we're here at a project where we are renovating and expanding a residential project. Now we're going to talk about a very important part of a project, and that is steel trusses. First things first, it's really critical that when you're doing site visits, especially a project like this, you have to always make sure that you have the proper safety equipment. So for this particular project, a hard hat is important. Safety first. Let's go. Steel truss is actually made of C-purlins, angle bars, flat bars, plain round bars, and they're welded together. Now, it's really tricky. And why is that? Ultimately, your steel trusses is what holds your roofing. So this house is a project that we're renovating. However, when we started working on it, we found out that their trusses is done incorrectly, and we need to make sure that we fix it. And this is why it's critical that you hire the right contractor for the right job, so that they can take care not only of your project management, but also for your technical specifications. There are different kinds of steel connections. One is bolted connections, which is used in large buildings. Another one is welded connections, which is most common. Now, if you look at what we're showing you right now, the connections between trusses and other roof members are not welded properly. This could be because they did not fully weld the connections, they just potted them, and it could also be because they cut these metals incorrectly with the wrong measurements. Now, what I'm about to show you next is very dangerous. Putting another piece of metal to reach the joint is just a big no-no. So improper transfer of load due to poor workmanship can be avoided if you hire the right contractor for the job. Now I'm excited to show you how the correct way of building a trusses would look like after they've all welded it together. We will even get a chance to really look at it up close and personal. So pay attention to what we're showing you. All the connections are fully welded, and on top of that, connections between trusses has steel plates. How important it is to build steel trusses the right way. I mean, it carries a very heavy load depending on what kind of roofing you're going to use. It could be corrugated sheets, it could be rib type, or even heavier materials such as Japanese clay. So for today's SECKKA Empire Builders Pro tip, remember to use proper sizes and thickness of steel members depending on the type of roofing materials and wind load. For example, this house right here is going to use metal roofing, specifically rib type as an undersetting, and on top of it will be Japanese clay. So it's critical that they use the proper thickness of steel members. Again, this is Sherry and Leangoy of SECKKA Empire Builders. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned another thing about construction, and I'm asking you, please hire a contractor. Avoid yourself the headache and the hassle. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.